Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, aka Vibes. And welcome to New York Revival. And I'm here with my guys, of course, Mr. Glass Half Full and El Jefe. This is a special one. This is a special night tonight. We're doing things a little bit different here. Today, we're going to celebrate the life of one of the greatest guys, probably in Giants Twitter or X now, that we ever ran into. The smile that captivate the entire room, the personality that'll take over a room. Also, a guy that contribute to this show as well as best as he could. We probably the fourth member of New York Revival. We had to celebrate Pestilence, PTA Sports, aka Pest, which unfortunately he lost his bout to cancer this past weekend. So, on behalf of his wife, we are here to put on the show. But not only for that, guys, we're accepting all donations via super chat to send to his wife to help the cause of his burial and whatever else that she may need. So, if you guys please get in the super chat, be as generous as you can. There's no amount too small. But today we're gonna celebrate, guys. We're gonna have some fun, maybe shed a tear. But we got some great announcements and some great lined up stuff for you guys here. And forget going around the room. Let's just hit that thumbs up, share this definitely this live tonight, and just let the people know to chime in and get in here. But we have a special guest, man, that's gonna make a great announcement to help this cause here tonight, guys. And we're gonna get him up here first. And that's Mr. LPG. Round of
Let's
applause, people.
go.
Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. LPG, what's going on, my brother? How's everything? And thank you so
What?
much for your time, especially for this special cause, brother.
No, of course, and thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. And it's funny, vibes. Your peace and blessings take on a new meaning. You just throw it around like like hello everybody, but it's a little different tonight. So yeah, it's a tough one, and I'm sorry for all of your losses, and definitely a loss for anybody that came in contact with him, because you're right, that smile was contagious. And I think what made him such a great guy, um, is that he got along with everybody, whether it was a Giants hater or a Giants lover,
Mhm.
somebody wants a tank, somebody that didn't want a tank. And he viewed everybody, and in a good light. And I love people like that, and that's why he's a loved person.
I
Well
totally
said.
agree, man. But guys, and we came on here to crack some jokes here, man. We got a bunch of clips for Pest as well. But before we get into the announcement, man, and do all that stuff here, let's just go around, man. Let's give a great memory here of Pest. And I'm gonna start with El Jefe here. What is your fondest memory of Pest here before LPG drops this bomb on the people here? What he's gonna do for our cause here?
Well, one thing that's apparent is we are a family, and it's unfortunately sometimes takes something like this for you to remember it and remember what's important. And when something like this happens, I mean, it makes the Giants seem insignificant. It makes, even more importantly, the arguments you have about the Giants seem completely meaningless. Just gives you new perspective. But as we do in my family, I do want to celebrate him for what he was. And I think what everyone seems to agree on is what you remember is how that person made you feel, right? And everyone seems to agree that this guy just brought smiles to everyone's faces
Mm.
constantly. It didn't matter the conversation that he joined. And I first met him at a fan fest. He was sitting behind me and he was talking my ear off, and I knew his life story by the end of the day. And by the time we left, that, like, I didn't know he existed before that day. When we left, we were hugging, we were laughing, and I'm like, I know this guy. I know exactly what he's about. He's a heart on your sleeve kind of guy. So I just wanted to say, cheers. This is for you. If you have a glass, raise it up. But this is absolutely for Pest. I love you, buddy. We will definitely miss you, and thank you for being you, man.
Mr. Glass.
Yeah, man. I Pest was one of the first content creators I came in contact with. And you just everybody knew Pest. Everybody knew him, and like he didn't have to have the biggest channel, but he had the biggest presence. He was always around, always just there, laughing, getting involved in conversations, screaming his head off. Every time we had a space, like he was just there to just lift it up, no matter what was going on. And I met him at that same fan fest with Jeff. we had some drinks, we did some other things, and we were out there in the parking lot, and like you said, by the end of the day, first day I've ever met him, we're hugging and like, you know, taking drinks together, like we've been hanging out for years. Like this guy made you feel like that with every interaction that he was, you know, involved in, and that for that guy, like I would love to go see him every single time. Every time we went to a game, we went to training camp earlier this year, saw him again. It was just like hugs and like embrace every single time. That dude, so much love in his heart, so much joy, and he just had fun with life. And even when he was down in the dumps, even when he was in that hospital bed, he was still cracking jokes with us, man, and to the end. So that kid, you know, it sucks. It fucking sucks. I hate cancer so damn much for taking one of those good guys away, man. But Pest, man, I'll never forget him. Never forget him. He's the OG of this game. I don't care who's before him and who's after him. You know, Pest was the one for me, man. And always love that guy, man. So wanted to do this for him, and I'm glad we did. You know, he's a special person.
Totally agree, man. And just to let you know, guys, tonight, every super chat that you guys put in here, no donation is too small. All the proceeds will go to Pest's wife to help her throughout this difficult time. And LPG, man, this guy, when I mean to tell you, this is my brother, guys. I don't think you want to stand me. This is my brother. He's the first one to hit me up. He'd be like, hey, Eli, I want to do something special. And I had nothing in mind until we had a conversation on the phone and we just spoke, man. And this is why I love this guy so much. But LPG, what do you have for the people and what do you have in mind, man? Because I think this is an awesome idea to do.
Yeah, and by the way, I know that you got Rob coming on next, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I just happened to be, you know, it's funny that you guys both brought up that you met him at FanFest because same, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I don't want to steal Rob's thunder, but you should make him tell that story about Entertainer because, you know, that's what Pest was like. If he could do something to put a smile on somebody else's face or to bring two people together, he did that. And that's why I like him, you know, because you know, it's not about you, it's about what you can do.
Mhm.
And I don't want to tell a story, let Rob tell, but I thought I was awesome. I was in a you know, in a backstage listening to that, and I thought it was pretty cool. So FYI, look, here's the deal. So you know, I in such short notice, I just went down to the basement. I wanted to grab some stuff that I might have had for Blue Saturday, and I keep it going. But I'll tell you what, in your dealings in tonight, I don't know how you'll put it out there. I don't know how you want to do it. I don't know if you start taking bids. I don't know if you start doing a buy it now. I don't care what you do because I'm giving it to you guys no matter what. But like, if you got people in the super chat or whatever that want to have some, you know, some Giants hats. Okay, we got.
Nice.
I'll give you two blue. Two. They're fitted. I think they're 7 1/4, but they're pretty cool hats. I'm giving you all 4. If somebody wants a blue, someone wants a red, I don't care what you price it. You can price it at $2. You can price it at $50. But let's raise some money for his wife.
Appreciate
Look,
it, man.
I got these enormous. These are Leonard Williams sweats.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Let's
he just
go.
right. So
What
he
a
just
time to
gave
be alive.
me- They literally could be a dress for me. So if somebody wants I got rid of the sweatshirt part of this Blue Saturday. You know, obviously these are, you know, one of a kind. I mean, they came from Leonard Williams himself. Leonard Williams dropped off a box of stuff when he shipped town, and he was like, "See, LPG, I'm out." But anyway, you know, like I'm giving these to you guys. If somebody
Awesome,
wants to bid on the sweats, they're yours.
Perfect.
You
That's
know,
awesome.
again, you could buy it now, whatever. And last but not least, I figured I would have to give one of the captains away. He wasn't here long, but it's a pretty cool jersey.
Nice.
Let's go.
Logan Ryan signed jersey.
I love
You
that.
know, I
Let's
don't
go,
love that he wrote 2-time champs on a Giants jersey, but I'm down with it anyway. And
Yes.
I figured, you got people on your show that are avid collectors of autograph stuff, and I know it's pretty cool to have a Logan Ryan autograph jersey. So I'm giving all of that, and I'm sure I got some more stuff on my own. I'm gonna do some tickets and field passes, and
Awesome, dude.
Awesome.
for either this year or next year, however I accomplish it. But take this. All this stuff is yours. Do what you want with it. I don't care if you put out something even after your show, and like you said, raise as much as you can for his wife. I know this sounds terrible, but like, it's very expensive to die. And it's, I lost my parents both. I lost friends. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And anything and anything and everything helps.
I totally agree.
Absolutely, man.
LPG, thank you so much. That's huge. You got the
You're the
Leonard
best, sir.
Williams sweats, guys. You got the giant fitted hats there, and you got a signed Logan Ryan jersey, guys. What we'll do is pretty much at the end of the show, we'll combine this clip together to the highest bidder. You will get this merchandise, man, and we'll keep in touch with you. We'll DM you, of course, that the highest bidder that you won. But we'll keep track of that, of course, guys. But the highest bidder will win this stuff, and all the proceeds will go to Pest's wife to help her out with any expenses that they may have. LPG, I thank you so much for this opportunity, man, and for this package, man. This is truly amazing.
Yo.
And you always captivate the fans. Thank you so much, man.
Zippered pockets, yo.
Hey.
$7,000.
I mean, that's an extra hundo for Pest.
Well,
So
I agree.
Underrated, bro.
I
mean, it's sweats with zippers, highly underrated, LFA, highly. See now, Pest would have laughed his ass off on that one. So look, I'm not taking up any more of your time. Go do your thing. You got tons of guests coming up. I don't care what you do with this. It's all yours.
LPG, thank you so much, brother. I'll keep in touch, my brother. Thank you so much. Love you, man.
Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Good night, brother.
Thank you, man.
One idea, just biggest super chat of the night gets something. We could even, if we have 6 items to give away, you could even do.
They get the pick.
Top 3 super chats tonight. Get their choice or something. We have people bidding right now and really generously donate. There's already 17 people that have put in a super chat. So you guys are amazing. Keep it coming. And we'll start the bidding for those zippered sweatpant pockets at $7,000. I feel like that's a fair
number.
If you guys want to bring it down a little, we can, but I think 7,000.
So here's what we'll do tonight. The highest super chat will get the sweats tonight. You want to do that? It's up to you.
Yeah,
you guys think? We're only live. No pressure.
I think that's the play.
You get a choice. How about choice?
Yeah, choice. My choice would be the sweatpants, but teach their own. Whoever
zippers.
Yeah, with the zippers and everything. Are you kidding me?
It's up to you guys. It's up to you. But guys, we got to keep going with the show. Please keep those super chats coming, guys. It's greatly appreciated. Maybe we'll do something great to where we can give something away. Like Hefe said, we'll figure something out here. But guys, if you can, let's go to the next guest, man. I think we have the right hand of this here. If you guys don't know who this is, you've been living under a rock. This is not only Pest's brother, but it's also our brother as well.
Yes.
All right. We got his right hand man. If you guys didn't watch this show, you are late. You are definitely late. R0B is in the building. Go subscribe. R0B is in the building.
Yo.
My God. What's going on, brother? Hey. I feel like the round of applause got to be for a regular show. This is different. We got to do one of these.
You're right. Golf clap.
We got to do the pip pip.
R0,
what's going on, brother?
I'll do it. I'm going to do it one time for Pest.
Do it one time, baby.
Let's go.
Finally, R0B and PTA have come back to New York Revival.
Always, man. Always sounds good. Always sounds good, dude.
Take your time, brother.
We love you, man. We appreciate you for coming on.
Pest,
We
we
know
love
this is
you,
tough,
man.
Rob.
This is hard. This is hard.
Yeah.
That's tough. Take your time, brother.
Yeah, it's it's tough. For and I don't want to make it about, and it has nothing to do with me, but just lost my dad to cancer October 6th, and not that long after, he was in the hospital, and told me what was going on. And I was afraid, I was scared. He knew, and he told me he was all right. I believed him, but I said, "Yo, I'm just keep me updated." I checked in with him, and when I got that phone call, I didn't, I was like, "Hey," like I saw him tweet out on Thanksgiving, "Happy gobble gobble, bitches." Like, all right, there he is, and when I got that phone call, I thought, he was probably calling me like, "Yo, you want to do a show?" I thought originally that's why I thought he was probably calling me up. And I heard his wife's voice, and just the tone in her voice and the way she said my name, I already knew, what was going on. And so, Pest was an amazing person. Met him through Twitch, through a content creator on Twitch. We hit it off. He was just a great person, easy to talk to. Always joked around, always laughed, always had something. He was the light of the room. It didn't matter if he was in a bad mood, he was having a bad day. You would never know. You would never know with Pest. And I was new to, coming into this whole Giants community, and I think this was around 2020, first year of Joe Judge, and I was excited, and we had signed, Blake Martinez, and brought in all of these guys. And I was like, man, I used to listen to Sirius XM, and NFL radio, and they just weren't talking about the Giants. I tried YouTube and stuff, couldn't find anything. I was like, man, I'm excited. I want to find, Giants content. And I started watching Fireside Giants and The Entertainer, and because I was searching so much, it just popped up on my feed, and I was starting to watch them, and I really, really enjoyed watching their videos. And Chris became one of my favorite content creators that were out there, and I jumped into the draft on 2020 with them, him and my buddy Max, and we were listening, watching, talking, and it just came up. He's like, what content creators do you watch? And I was like, well, I mean, I don't really know many. I just know two, Fireside and The Entertainer. And I said, I love The Entertainer. I love his work and everything like that. He goes, oh, Chris. I said, is that his name? I didn't know, his first name. He goes, yeah, yeah, that guy. He goes, oh, okay. So we're sitting there talking, and 40 something minutes later, he's like, hey, Rob, I want you to meet somebody. And boom, he fucking popped up into the StreamYard, and he brought The Entertainer in there. And I was kind of starstruck at the moment because I never, met anybody that big on YouTube before. And it was, it was awesome that he did that, and, we talked for 2 hours. We were hanging out in there, just bullshitting, talking about everything, football, life, whatever. It was just an amazing experience for him to do that. And that's why me and Chris are friends today. Like, I can say that I'm friends with Chris the Entertainer, and it's due to Pest. And I'm friends with a lot of people in the Giants community, due to Pest. You guys, Dash, everybody, Monty, everybody I met through PTA. And when he approached me, and, he was like, yo, I was like, we talked, and I was like, yo, you want to do a show together? And he was like, fuck yeah. He's like, let's do it. And it was so much fun. And I'm going to miss that. I'm going to miss doing the shows with him, talking, laughing, the unorthodox, uncontrollable chaos that was the PTA and R0B show. We just did a show. Like, 3 weeks ago or something like that. And I'll never get the opportunity to do it with him again, but you know, he'll always be with us. He'll be with me. And I'm going to try to continue the show in his honor and his legacy. So I appreciate everybody that's donated, everybody that's given super chats. LPG, love you, man, for what you've done and what you offered. Thank you. And everybody that is in the back, everybody that showed up tonight, you know, Pest would love it. He would say, all right, talk about the fucking Giants already. You know, not enough about me.
Oh, he'd call us. He would be calling us so soft right now.
He'd
You
say,
know,
you
yeah.
a bunch of soft,
Oh, yeah.
crying little bitches is what he would
Oh,
say.
yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
that's just Pest, man. And so, but I thank everybody for coming tonight. It really, really means a lot to me. And I know a lot to everybody, you know, to Eli and to Spiro and El Jefe. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. For real.
I appreciate you coming on, Rob, man.
thank you,
The
man.
best.
We thought of you. You were one of the first people we thought of to join us tonight. Was talking to you all day. I know you called out of work to do this tonight, so thank you. I know Eli called out of work yesterday just to try and sew himself back up. So we're all going through it, but the family vibe is stronger than ever in this group. I shared the link in the chat for anyone that wants to come up. I know StreamYard, because we're cheap and we didn't pay for premium, it only holds like 10 people backstage, so we'll have to shuffle through, but I do want to give everyone the opportunity, you know, to say what they would like to say. Rob, do you want to, and at the end, whoever's able to hang out, you know, towards the end of the show, we have a handful of clips from the show over the years, both his channel and ours, just pure Pest moments, right? When you think of Pest, these are the moments, and they're incredible, and we definitely want to end with those. So Rob, you let me know if you want to bounce and come back, or if you want to hang out. It's up to you, man.
I'm good with either one. You want to keep me on? I'll stay on. You want to drop me down and bring me back? You can do whatever you guys want. So
I know we got the beard. I almost call them revival beards because we have a chat.
you know what? Everybody's family. Everybody's revival.
I know.
Everybody's first name is revival. You get a revival, and you get a revival.
So another one of our friends we were talking to all day is Snacks, and I know he said he wanted to say a couple words. So Rob, we'll keep you on for that. So we'll bring Snacks on real quick if that's cool.
Bring on the Snacks.
Hey,
Hey guys. Hey,
I love you,
What's
but
going
listen,
on, brother?
I love you
How you doing?
guys. Miss you all. I wish I was coming on for better times, but what you guys are doing is amazing. Rob, shout out to you. I can't imagine how difficult this is. LPG, everything. I'll keep it short and simple. I love that man. Well, I loved him. There's the whole expression "brother from another mother," and I always said that was exactly what I picture when Pest would come to our tailgate in L16 and grab me from the back and bear hug me, breaking my 150-pound bones. He'd give me a big kiss on the head. He was as special a human as, honestly, I'm not even, it's not an exaggeration, as special as a human being as you could ever imagine. The man's smile, literally, he'd walk in with his wife that he loved so much. He loved his wife so much. And she became good friends with all of us, and he was always at our tailgates. He'd walk in, my whole family would, "Oh, Pest, oh." And he'd come in with this nasty ass drink and pouring shots. And we're all taking them. And then I took one down, and I'm like, he's like, Snacks. He's patting me on the back. He's like, "Snacks, you little bitch. Come on. I'm like, all right. I get up. All right, Pest. I'm good. And then there it is again. Big bear hug.
Best.
I almost felt like he wanted to break my bones. But
He was a bear, man. He was built like a bull.
Oh my gosh, you kidding me? That's the strongest man I think I've ever met in my life. And the first time I met him was pre-COVID. We always interacted on Twitter and everything, but he came to our tailgate, and him and his wife drove up, and they stayed at this hotel. And another good friend of mine, Chris P, we know him very well, and they stayed at a hotel. And I was like, you know what? Let's go grab an after drink. We won that game, and we're all sitting at the bar, and we had a blast. Just a genuine first time all meeting each other, just genuine having a great time. And I'm trying not to look you guys in the eye because this has been horrible. And
I have the glasses on.
That was smart.
If my dumbass dog didn't sit on my glasses, I would have been wearing mine. But it's been a roller coaster of a few days, and I find it poetic that spare me with your fucking tanking bullshit. But I find it poetic. We won on Sunday, the same night we found out, because there was no bigger fan than our friend Pest, and as passionate and as loyal and as friendly and as beautiful as he was, there'd be nothing more that he would want. And I love the guy immensely. I love his wife, even though she's a Dallas Cowboy fan. But
oh man, I didn't even know that. That's true love. That's true love.
That is a house divided. That was a house divided for sure.
She would show up at the tailgate with a little jacket on, and I'd come over. I'd greet him, and she'd go, "Oh, here you go."
Oh.
And she'd rip me down, and I just go. and then they all embrace with a big hug, like they do, because of the beautiful people that they are. So I appreciate you guys just giving me a couple minutes. I'm sorry, but and Jeff, I know we were talking before, so I genuinely do appreciate it. But I love that man very much, and we will honor him at every game that I go to for the rest of my life. That is for damn sure. There will never be a shot not taken in his honor. And just a genuine person that will never be forgotten. And I got nothing else to say. I love Pest. I love him immensely.
We appreciate you, man.
And that's it.
I will say I'm not used to not seeing you without either pouring shots or with a drink in your hand. So seeing you right now without doing one of those two things is a little weird.
Well, Snaps saying Pest had nasty drinks in the tailgate while he shoves Captain Morgan down people's throats, like, without soda, just Captain Morgan.
Just straight Captain right down your throat, and I shoved him down his throat too, and he knows it. He knows it, and it's just and it's just the last thing. It's amazing that on a social media app that we all have differing opinions and everything. There's one common denominator that we love the New York Giants. And when we all meet in person, we all give each other hugs and we laugh and now we get to cry together. It's just, to me, it's a very special thing and something that I'm very honored and proud to be a part of, because I don't know other fan bases. Maybe they do the same thing, but I only know ours. And from what ours is, it's one family that is truly special, and to do something like this for somebody that we all loved and cherished immensely is you cannot beat it. So rest in peace, my friend. I love him. I will always love him. I will miss him forever. My brother from another mother, like we always said. And I love you guys. Thank you for doing this. And I will I'll hope to see you guys soon.
Thank you, brother.
Best,
love you,
man.
Snacks.
Love you,
brother.
Love you, man.
Love you, brother. Oh,
great stories, man. Great fucking stories. And this is, I want to urge this.
How the hell do I MC after all of this?
I don't know.
Listen,
we're gonna have to pick each other up. We're gonna have to pick each other up.
I just want to hold on. I want to urge to everybody. This is a celebration and a salute to Pest, man. Because, like, yes, we are sad and we got tears. We're gonna cry it out, but like, we are celebrating this fucking awesome dude's life. Awesome dude's life. Like, and and his wife, God bless her, his whole family. But like, he brought so much joy to our lives that we're gonna cry it out for him, but we're also gonna remember the awesome shit that he did for everybody, and he brought all of us together. So I want to reiterate that too. Like this is a salute to a fucking great man. So, you know, I just hope everybody out there is doing the same with us. And we thank all you guys for coming and everybody who's super chatting. Awesome work, man. Awesome work. Unbelievable work.
Yeah, there's 26 super chats in here. And I saw Sal, K Sexy. I know this isn't a time where you say K Sexy, but that's who you are. That's your name.
K Sexy.
But there's some Mason. There's some huge super chats that came through. You guys are legends. Yes. Again, LPG has a bunch of stuff where we're giving away to the top super chats, and every single dollar is going right to Pest's wife. It's going right to Pest's wife. So before we get to the beards, I did share the link in StreamYard. We have a clip later on that Ashton is part of, so I think it's fitting that Ashton come up and say what he would like to say if he's available. Ashton, are you there, sir?
Ash.
Hey, I'm here. I didn't expect y'all to put me on. I thought the beards was gonna.
Well, they're probably gonna hang out for a while. So in case you wanted to speak, I didn't want you to hang out the whole time.
Set my phone up. Sorry, I caught me off guard a little bit. So good. Want y'all to see my face, my beautiful face.
Yeah, show that face. Come on, Ash.
He's fixing his hair.
Yeah, he's doing
right.
Sorry, y'all. I just got home.
You want to take 5, brother? You want to take 5? There's no.
There you go.
What's going on, brother? Round of applause. What's going on? How's everything, brother? Appreciate being part of the show, man. What's going on with you?
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. This is the first time I hopped on your guys' thing. I'm fortunate that this is the reason that I had to hop on, but just wanted to come on here and pay my respects. Pest was somebody that really cared for a lot of people's well-being. He was just really a nice person. I never had the opportunity to meet Pest in person. Did a lot of streams with Pest. Those who don't, I know some people know me off Twitter a lot, but yes, I used to stream and have a YouTube channel and stuff like that with Hub and the Giants community, especially Rob. What's up, Rob? And
couple of fights here and there.
Pest always used to let me know that like he supported me in what I was doing. Those that know, I'm a journalism major. I go to North Carolina A&T, a student sports anchor and reporter. And Pest would always let me know that, he supports me in whatever I was doing. I didn't really want to disclose our messages, but I went back and I looked at our messages and it really, really made me tear up. Like I'm not gonna come in here and cry. I already got my tears out, but especially during a time where my father as well, he passed due to cancer my senior year of high school. And when I would stream with Pest, he was like one of the, let me know as soon as the stream was over, like, you need anything, like, I got you, like, I'm here for you. And I shared this video on Twitter, y'all, if y'all haven't seen it, but he did like a Christmas special, little Christmas stream, and he did like a $500 giveaway. And I was like, you know what? I need that money. Like, let me enter, And I was on the stream with him. I spent a lot of time on the stream with him, and he kind of gave me that look. Like, I never told anybody this ever. Because I didn't want it to seem like he was just doing it or something like that. But he gave me that look like, I got you, and his wife, and I wish I don't even want to like bother her or anything, but I just really pray that God is going to wrap his arms around her in this time, because I saw it firsthand, like losing your loved one, especially like around this season. I lost my father 5 days after Christmas. So around the holidays, it's always tough. So I just pray that God just gives her some comfort in this time of need. yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you always Pest was the dude. I'm not gonna be long winded on this, but Pest was always the dude that if you, excuse my language, but if you fucked with Pest, you were gonna get what you put out, and it didn't matter who you were.
Yeah,
It didn't
yeah,
matter if you was somebody's grandmother. It
yeah.
didn't matter if it was one of us. If you fucked with Pest, just be sure to receive that back. And so, you
The
know,
best.
like I said, I'm in North Carolina, so I didn't really have much of the opportunity to go up to New York like that. The one time I did was for the Bears Giants game last year, and Pest was gonna go, but you know, we had some scheduling conflicts. So, like I said, it's always best to have those friends that you never really met in person, but it doesn't really feel like, you know, it feels like you have met them in person because your connection online is just so strong. And I'll end out with this, like, don't let this moment like go by in these next couple moments, especially during the holiday season, without like letting your loved ones know that you love them and you appreciate them. Even people that you might see that might need like some loving or might need like a little words of appreciation, let them know, because you truly, truly never know what can happen. Like, I've had the opportunity to meet some of my close friends that I've met through this community, even though this team pisses me off. You know, being a fan of this team has led me to forming some great friendships. And I truly do hope, you know, in the future that all those that I do share like a relationship with, you guys and everybody, that we can meet, you know, and stuff like that. So I know I'm long winded, but
You're good, man. You're good.
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
I just want everybody to know, like, you know, everybody needs like a shoulder to lean on, somebody to tell them that you love them. So, Pest, I know you can't hear me, but I love you, bro. I know you're looking down on us right now, and this is for you. You know, you were a great soul, and you truly made me better. And you told me to be the best person I can be. And those words at that moment, I didn't realize how great those words would mean. And obviously now, like, that's the beauty in all of it. So, yeah.
Ash, I appreciate you, man. That was great.
The best, Ash.
Very well
Ash.
put. And we appreciate your time, brother. Keep killing it. Trust me, man. We're definitely watching your growth, man. We love it.
Y'all be easy.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Guys, here's what I want to do. I kind of want to pick up the mood a little bit here before we get to another call, because
I
we
think it's
have
a good
some
idea.
great clips. And if you can, there's a special guy that come in here, because when I met Pest, we did something called the New York Giant therapy sessions. If you can if you can send a link to Hub, because I don't think I sent the link to the Hub. I thought I did. My apologies, because he just texted me now. But to get on the show. But I want to have the New York Giant therapy sessions in here to honor Pest, because before my brothers, before the Giants started winning, and before Pest unfortunately got sick here, my brothers started hosting. It was Pest in the Hub and myself, the original. So it'd be fitting to bring Hub in here, but let's pick it up a little bit, because we got some great damn clips of funny Pest. And here's the thing: I want to get to this clip specifically, if you have it queued up here, because when Hefe was out, or if I was out, or if Spee was out, he was the honorary Revival co-host here. All right, so we call him in. He fills right in. He comes in, and we had him for a great show called the People's Mock Draft. And some of the expressions, especially when seize the moment, had a pick. Let's just run the clip, man, and see what Pest's reaction was to that.
I see you out there.
Well, yeah, hang on. Just like, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right. Let's do it right. Let's do it right. This
Peace,
clip.
brother.
I mean, going through these today, I was a wreck going through these clips today.
Yeah.
But this one is so incredible, because his face was like this for a solid minute before someone actually mentioned it, and then he just goes off on like a tangent I've never seen before. So check this out. This is the People's Mock Draft, the first year we did, right? 2022.
First year.
Okay. All right, check this out.
LSU corners, they showing and they improve, man. I'm
Yo,
I'm ready for pick.
love
I'm ready
that
for
Spence.
pick 7 too, man.
Hey,
Yo,
hold on,
hey, yo.
no.
Hey, yo, where the fuck is Tommy Two Socks at? Where's his Two Socks? This pick don't count. This pick don't count. Where's Two Socks? Hell no! Hell no, we're not doing. Hell no, we're not doing that. Hell no! Oh hell no! That was the easiest pick in the world, and we're gonna pick Stanley Jr. Oh hell no! Hell, it's dead. It's Dan Gilman in the building. It's Dan Gilman in the fucking building.
Oh my!
I'm gonna kick your ass, gentlemen. Where the hell are you? Where are you, Dan?
He was living at that pick six. Tell us what was going through your head when he's just lost his cool like that, brother. What's going on there?
Well, first and foremost, I want to, obviously, share my condolences, my thoughts, my prayers, specifically to you guys. You guys truly knew him. I didn't have a chance to know him. Only my interactions with him on Twitter, and we're all 6 degrees of separation away from each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's very befitting at a time right now when Giants Twitter is at our proverbial necks at each other, that a brother, a husband, a father, possibly, I don't know him like that, but a father possibly, passes away and actually kind of sort of glues this Giants Twitter family together. I sat and I listened, and I recall a lot of the memories that I get a chance to hear. And the one thing that I want to use as a word that describes him the best is just jovial, larger than life personality. But to answer your question about the draft, I was filling in. Right?
Yeah.
Here he goes. It is.
I was filling in for somebody.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I appreciate that.
This is a proxy. This is a proxy pick. Okay.
Oh man, you know what? I said, you know what? I really think that we got to go corner here, right? And Lord and behold, man, Pest shoved a stick of dynamite up my ass so far and proceeded to just light me on fire over that pick.
That
I mean, I think we went the whole show with him, like, basically choking me out.
he was so shook. He was so shook from it.
Oh my!
I mean, it was over from that point. You
It
didn't
was all
stand a
over.
chance.
It was all over. I mean, literally. I just felt the fire and the fumes coming out of his ears. Like, I can't believe you made that pick. He called me Dave Gettleman at one point.
Which is
I literally was like,
The worst,
wow,
this.
man, like that kind of hurts the soul, man.
That hurts.
That's tough.
I should probably go play in traffic on the Atlantic City Expressway, man. That hurts, man. But I say that in fun, and I really do appreciate the clip that you guys shared, because we often take for granted a lot of the times, like, hey, you know what, I'm going to get the chance to talk to somebody tomorrow. I'm going to get the chance to talk to somebody next week. I'm going to get the chance to share a meal with somebody, right? And you just don't know, right? You don't know whose number's called, whose time clock ends. We all got to go. But I truly do thank him for the time that he was here, and for the laughs, the tweets, the skits, the clips that he put out, because you know what? some of those clips came out when I was going through a rough time, right? Some of those clips, those tweets helped me get through a rough hour, right? And I truly will remember him for his larger than life personality. I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it sweet. If there's anything that I can do, please let me know. But he will be missed in this space, right? In this atmosphere, right? It's like, losing a real brother, man. And
Yep.
I would say continue to draft corners as much as possible.
Cease, thank you.
You're the best,
Thank you so
Cease.
much, brother, for
We
your
appreciate
time,
you for
man,
everything,
and the
man.
words. We do appreciate you, brother.
Thank you for
See you
coming
on the
on,
next
man.
one. Definitely, brother. Guys, let's get to some more people here because we got a whole telephone line thing lit up here. So we got the big blue beards in here, man. And,
I want to
yeah,
thank everybody for calling in too, man. Like we
Oh, yeah.
appreciate
Sure.
every one of you guys for coming through and saying what you're sharing your stories. And we wanted to bring everybody together tonight for this very reason, man. So we appreciate each and every one of you for coming out.
And just to let you know, we will get these super chats up front here to highlight everyone that is donating. So we do appreciate that. Keep them coming in as best you can. We're going to give away some stuff as well. Let's get to the next mags. We got the big blue beards in here, man. The guys, we got them in here, man. I want to say
Let's
a
get
couple
Smooth
words.
up
What
here.
you got?
There he is.
Baby daddy.
There he is.
Hey,
Hey,
guys. Baby daddy.
There it is.
Hey, little man.
There it is.
What's going on?
got-
I need two of those.
I got-
Do they make carry two?
one in the front, one in the back, brother. One in the front, one in the back.
I have
Rob,
two.
you know,
I gotta
what they
carry.
have? You know what they have,
What
Rob?
do they do? What's that?
They got they have these my wife just ordered one. They can put it on like your hip. So just get two and you put both babies on your hip.
Boom. Boom.
And they strap
Two
it like that.
holsters.
Boom.
So like I'm carrying two guns. Got it.
Exactly.
Mike,
Look, the baby's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Smooth. Thanks for
Smooth,
coming
what
on,
you
my
got,
man.
brother?
Well, listen, so to piggyback off a bunch of that stuff, that draft that you showed, pretty sure that's the first time. I don't know if it was 2021 or 2022, but it's the first time I met Pest. Was on or like had heard of him.
If it was
and, like,
that
he
show,
just like
it was 22.
Oh, yeah.
okay. Well, I think I had like the fourth pick or something like that, and I picked something crazy too, not as bad as that. And he kind of went at me a little bit, but not bad. He just thought it was funny. But that's like the first time I met him. But I want to just get this out of the way right away. I have two items I want you guys to give away too. Okay, so I have a New York Giants football that's signed by Super Bowl champion Mario Manningham. I don't know if you can see it.
Awesome.
Wow.
Let's go.
Wow.
Smooth.
Recipient
that's
of
one
the
thing.
greatest throw of all time.
Yep,
Yeah. No.
that my
big
son
deal.
was just playing with. So, and then this.
Maybe a spot of drill on there.
How about a
Oh.
Thibodeau? One always a giant.
Oh.
I'm not
Color
gonna
rush
lie,
jersey.
I thought he was going to raffle off his son for a second. I didn't see the jersey, and I thought he was just
You can take this,
presenting Simba.
dude.
That's
Smooth,
awesome.
That's fucking awesome.
Thank you
Smooth,
so
that's
much.
awesome. Thank you
That's
so much for that, man.
fantastic.
So
We'll definitely auction that
I,
off. That's
I
awesome.
wore that one time. Yeah, that one time it's a large. It sat in the. That's probably because I'm too fat, but I was just like it's just not gonna fit. So,
You
Hey,
just have a
that
dad. You
was-
just have a
I was-
dad bod. It's okay.
We got
I
dad
think-
bods, extra large.
Dad
my
bod.
yeah, I should have. I think that was like an aspiration. But no. So listen, Pest. I'll give you a couple quick stories. I shared that clip. I think it was yesterday of him coming on our show. One of the things I love about Pest is, and that's the reason why I did that, is reactions to videos or just reactions to things, because he had that gregarious personality. So I knew that if I put a couple funny clips in front of him, he would use it. And I completely forgot that he fell off his chair laughing. And that was so like apropos for who he was, just like larger than life. I'm gonna laugh my ass off so fucking hard that I'm gonna bust my ass, and like he literally goes off camera and you can hear him coughing in the background, and it was just so perfect. But just something like really personal that I will say about him that was amazing is he posted something that was non-Giants related about like how really well for himself just from a financial perspective, and like if anyone wanted like to talk about that, like just and I never talked to him outside of just these types of interactions. So I shot him a message and I was like, hey man, like I feel like I do a good job of earning. I just don't save well enough. And he was just like, yeah, he's like, here's my number. He's like, text me whenever. I work from like 8 to 3, whatever. So we got to chatting about that, and just like, I again, like all the stories are the same. Like whatever it was, whatever the subject matter, he always had time for you. And I think that's what his legacy will be, 100%. So, I mean, that's all I got, guys. Like I loved him. He was great. Just like a few other people that came on. Like I never met him in person, but it felt like I did.
Right.
You know, it's like I've never met any of you guys in person. I feel like I know you like brothers. So it's just,
Yeah.
I'm just really happy that everyone's coming on and sharing their stories. And, you know, we should be so lucky to have a person like Pest in our life. And yeah, I mean, that's all I got, man. He was the best.
Awesome.
Thank you
He
so much.
really
Thank you
was.
so much, brother.
I do
Smooth
find it
best,
fitting,
man.
and I might be wrong on this, but I think it's crazy that you offered the Kayvon color or throwback, because when they launched those last year, that's the one he bought, I believe, was Kayvon. So
Wow. That's
There
I
it
think
is.
that if I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw him wearing a Kayvon one that looked just like that. So that's
Pretty
pretty
sure you're
awesome.
right, man.
Thank you,
Smooth,
Smooth.
you're the absolute best.
Thank you, Smooth.
And
I appreciate you, brother.
real quick before you guys drop me, I'll say one more thing, and this is a shout out to, like, this is another, and I completely forgot. I don't know how I could. My house is divided too, man. We used to text, like that's when I got his number. Man, we're boys. What's going on in your house? And he was just like, man, I'm just sitting in the corner, shutting the fuck up, and just like not saying a word. And like it just became like a thing. You know what I mean? Like, cause my wife's a Cowboys fan. I even shot him a text of I took her to the Cowboys game, and I was just like, this is nuts. This is just crazy having to sit through this. But yeah, man, like just these shared ones that are just nuts, crazy. But appreciate you guys. Rob, I love you. Never fight with you on Twitter again. Just want to let you know that you're a true brother.
At least for a week. We can fight again later.
Take a week off.
It's not gonna be. It's no more from me. Love you.
I love you,
I
man.
appreciate
Love
you.
you, man.
Thank you,
Thank
Smooth,
you.
man. Thank you. Love you, brother.
The best.
Great stories, man. The common denominator is that anytime you call Pest, he'll pick up, man. And I'll share my stories, of
Facts.
course, a little bit later, but you can see the type of personality and the type of energy that you were dealing with when it came to Pest, man. So I appreciate these stories, man. Who else we got next?
Yes.
Hef?
So yeah, we'll keep moving. We'll go
Yeah.
through the beards here.
Run
and
to the
then
beard.
Anybody who's able to hang out at the end, feel free to hang out. But we'll do Monty and then Sergeant, then Dash, then Hub, and then the link is in the chat if anyone else wants to jump up. We're up to 32 super chats. Reminder that
Unreal.
any
That's awesome.
any dollar
Keep 'em
Revival
coming.
gets is going straight to Pest's wife to help with the expenses and everything. So keep them coming. You guys are amazing. LPG did a bunch of giveaways, so the top super chats are going to have choice of this stuff at the end of the night. So keep it coming. We appreciate you. Who did I say? Monty?
Yes.
Monty.
The Monty?
Bring in the OG. There he is.
Monty!
What's going on, guys?
Let's
What's
go.
up, Monty? How you doing,
My
buddy?
brother, this is the guy that does a lot of, did a lot of behind the scenes work for Revival when we launched, man. So of course,
best.
another honorary here Revival guy here. So Monte, what's going on, brother? We do appreciate your time, man. What you got?
Monty has
What's
3
going on,
jobs.
guys? Yeah, and speaking of, back then, I remember, when I was helping cut together clips for you, I remember like the go-tos were anything with a pest reaction in it, because that was like that was just the most hysterical
Entertainment.
part. And
Pure
when I
entertainment.
cut up that when I was cutting up that draft one, which is like it was just clip after clip of Pest's just priceless reactions. I was like, I had to cut every one of them because like every one of them was gold.
I agree, brother. We
Absolute
appreciate you for that, man.
But yeah, man, Pest was a great dude. He was just like this generous dude, man. It's a personality that was so infectious. I mean, a couple things about Pest. I remember, he came on, one of the clips that Smooth shares when he came on, Hefe was on there and Pest came on to the Big Blue Beards. And at the end of it, he surprised us and gave us tickets from his season tickets for New Year's Day to give away, to somebody, and we got a bunch of people the next week coming in. A lot of people who kept coming back every single week, but it was super cool thing. Nobody asked him to it. I was just Pest helping people out and being his generous self. And the person who got it, she really enjoyed it. Her and her dad came on and
That's
thanked
awesome.
us. They went together. And he was a one of a kind, one in a million. The other thing I was saying, because you mentioned it, Hefe. I was the first time I met Pest was the same time you did, and I met you too there, Spee. It was at that fan fest, that first fan fest, and I was hanging out with all you guys, and there were so many of us.
Were you wearing a Sills jersey?
I was wearing a Sills jersey. Yep. And
college jersey, of course.
And there was exactly a college W Sills jersey. And it was a bunch of us were just sitting in the same area. It was Justin was there, Snacks was there, Authentic was there, you guys were there.
Met Authentic that day too.
Yep. I met so many people that day, and I remember talking to Pest so much. He was just he's just such a big person. I remember the video's still out there. If you ever go on to Pest's page, I think it was his most watched video or his most watched live. He was just there at FanFest. He was just handing around his phone to everybody there and just say something to the people, and he was just handing around his phone.
That's Pest.
I was as funny enough as 2 weeks ago, I actually sent Sal. I took a screen recording. I'm I forgot. I was looking through his page, and I came up and I'm oh, there I am, back early Twitter days, just plugging talking about David Sills is gonna have 6 touchdowns if he makes the team, something like that.
That's when the real He's a Giants podcast was
born. But yeah, man, it was cool, and with everybody, everybody kind of met there, and then it just kept building off each other, and people, met Rob and Eli and just everybody, and just it grew a bigger and bigger family on here, and it seemed like Pest knew everybody. Pest was friends with everybody. There was nobody who Pest didn't get along with, and
exactly, he's above all the crap. Right, he's above all the Giants Twitter awards. It didn't matter, even if he grossly disagreed with you, you still loved him for it, and you would laugh. He just had a way, man. I don't know how else to say it. He would say it in caps, exclamation points. He'd tell you how fucking wrong you were, and you're just all right, I love you. I don't what can I say? Yeah. So I know we're gonna save these for the end, but screw it, let's show one more clip, and this is a year later. So you saw Pest go nuts on C's, right? So that was 2022, and then 2023 we did the next mock draft, and he couldn't wait to get back on, and he remembered his rant from the year before. So just check this out.
Michael, come on now.
Seize the moment. Seize the moment. I was so excited to come in here and yell at seize the moment. You think I forgot just because it's been a year? You think I forgot what you did to this franchise? You think I forgot? Okay? I didn't. I did not forget, sir. You ruined the franchise. Ruined the whole franchise. I'll never forget that.
I love it, man. Shout out to Seize the Moment. Pest, where you been at, man? What's going on with you, brother?
What's up? Hey,
I got a question for you.
But I'm back now.
Oh man,
there's just I love it, man. Clips. Steel Cage Rat Seize the Moment. Isn't that great? Steel Cage.
I'm for a minute, but I'm back now, which is catchy as hell, by the way.
Hell yeah.
So
I
many
swear,
clips,
this people's mock draft. We gotta do something great, and I think we might, man. So stay tuned for that, of course, guys. But Monte, thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Of course, we got a full house. Gonna try to keep going in Pest's honor, and we'll catch you up on the next one, brother. Appreciate you.
Of course, man. Thanks for having me on.
Love you, buddy.
Feel free to hang out in the background if you're able to. Bring you on at the end, and we love you. Thank you, man.
Love you guys.
We got the Sarge Mayhem. This, by the way, guys, this is going to be a little longer show than usual because why? We want to accept
Special
every type
show.
of donation. We want everybody to state their piece, man. So this is a platform for everyone here tonight. Of course, it's the honor of Pest, man. So there is no time limit tonight. Let's get as much super chat as if we can.
Hell yeah, man.
And today,
Hell yeah.
the highest super chat gets to pick of the litter of what's being given away. I can't even talk tonight. What's being given away. But let's get to the next person. I think we have Sarge Mayhem on, right?
Sarge, yeah, and everybody that comes up, feel free to share a story, how you met, your strongest memory, anything. You guys have been killing it. R0, hang out with us. Here we go. Sarge of the Revival Beards. The Revival Beards. Yeah.
It's funny, Sarge coming on. I just thought about this a little bit ago, and I was looking for it and I couldn't find it. But when I was talking and I was explaining myself, when I jumped on here, I thought about the clip that Sarge made of Pest saying, "Shut up, Rob!
Shut up, Rob!"
And like he would have told me, "Shut up!" Like that's what he would have said.
If he had to.
Yeah.
So I thought about that.
That's so
He always
great.
said what's on his mind.
Sarge, what's going on, brother? What you got?
What's up, Sarge? I miss you, buddy.
I mean, it's just like everybody else, man. I saw Eli's post after I was at work all day, and it was kind of like a punch in the gut, And everybody's coming up and everybody's saying, all these great things about Pest, but everybody's leaving one very, very important thing out. Okay, everybody needs to remember that Pest was a veteran. Okay.
Yes.
Pest was a Marine. Pest served this country, and
good call.
That is something I was always thankful to him for, especially as a former soldier myself. I was in the Army, so we had a lot of like Army Marine stuff back and forth. Every so often, I would send him photos of crayons and like, "Are you getting hungry yet?" But one of the things, and Monty mentioned this, Pest came on our show, and not only did he give away his own seats to a Giants game, he gave away seats to a Giants Colts game. And if anybody knows Pest, you know that the Indianapolis Colts are Pest's favorite AFC team. That's why Rob used to like to give him a hard time about Mark Lewinsky, former Colt. And that's part of where "Shut Up, Rob" came from. But so another thing too is interacting with you guys, Rob, Pest, the Beards, Hub. Everybody boosts everybody else. Anytime we would go live, even if he wasn't in the chat or anything, he'd repost. We get the Pest bump. Because what's good for one of us is good for all of us, and Pest would, open the door on the show with him and Rob and just let us all come in and let me stand here and like cock my eyebrow and, call Rob an idiot in front of like 45, 50 people on a Wednesday night because no one's doing anything. So why not shout at Rob on the internet or, scream at Pest about something? And
please yell at me.
I can't yell at you, man. I again, as soon as I found out, the first person I messaged was Rob. And I'm like, dude, how are you doing? And, because we've all been there, I mean, I lost my mom to cancer almost 20 years ago now.
Wow.
It's and it's you'd think by now, right? We have the whole of human knowledge on a little rectangle in our pockets that I'm using to broadcast my insanity out into the internet. You'd think we'd know how to fix this thing yet. Why haven't we done that yet? That's my thing. We lose too many people, right? And like C said, we all have to go sometime, and you don't get to pick. But like you'd think we'd be able to fix this fight. That we wouldn't have to lose as many people like this. You
One
know,
thing sorry, bro. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I say like so many people in the last couple of days have shared that they've also lost somebody to cancer. Well, whether it was a parent at a young age, a parent recently, or you know, somebody like that. So I also want to send love to all of you who have experienced the loss of someone to cancer, because I think it's something that a lot of us can share, and it's the worst fucking thing in the world. It brings us together at the same time, but I just want to send love out to everybody who's feeling that, and kind of, I'm sure some old feelings resurfacing when you hear that word, or when you lose somebody else, it all comes back. So we're sending love to all you guys.
Yeah, it's not a fun club to be a part of.
No,
that's for damn sure.
No. It sucks. But you know, it's we're here together, man. We're here together to get through it together, and that's what we love about this community. We've you know, we're seeing it in numbers right now. All you guys coming out, having each other's back, and being there for each other in bad times and good times. So you know,
it's crazy how we all have different opinions. We all sway different left and right, but when something this close to home hits home, you know, we're all in this together. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's donating right now, and we do appreciate everything and the support that you guys. You know, we lifting each other up tonight. This is what it's about. Sarge, thank you so much, man. We do appreciate your time.
The best, Sarge.
Let's see if we can, you know, get you back on. Hopefully at the end. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, I'll hang out.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Sarge.
Love you, Sarge.
Quick request to the Beards, who I want to have jump back on at the end. If you guys don't mind just watching on YouTube for now, so that we can get some more people up, much appreciated, because I keep getting the notification. Because once again, we're cheap and we didn't get the premium StreamYard, so there's people waiting. But
Exactly.
if you don't mind, real quick, we got to shout out Affairs with an monster super chat.
My goodness. Oh my goodness!
And there's been a ton of huge donations.
Wow.
Our guy
Shout out
Sal.
Amazing
Wow.
work, guys.
Guys are coming through. Oh my goodness.
Sexy.
Hey, sexy. Oh man, we do
there's
appreciate
too many to
you
go
guys.
through.
Wow.
Even. There's just
Wow.
amazing. Thank you, sir.
Mason.
So like
Jeez,
there's,
moment. Oh.
you know, there's over 30 of these. So, and I don't want to hear that bell for 5 minutes. So
You won't.
thank
won't.
you guys
You won't.
so much.
You won't. Wow, there's 30 of them. I didn't know there was a lot of them. Wow. Holy cow. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Keep that stuff coming.
Keep it
You
coming,
guys are
man.
amazing.
Bro.
Who we got next? We got
Big Dash, you said on here, right? We got Big Dash next.
Big Dash knows what. Big Dash is a really good sport, because I clipped his voice for a video and he was so cool with it. So I'm a big fan of his anyway, but he was real cool about that. Welcome, Big Dash, sir.
Dash, what's good,
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
What's up, Dash?
What's going on, brother?
Man, it's a tough one. That's what's going on, man. It's a tough one. Unfortunately, no, I didn't know him for a long time, but it didn't feel that way. You know what I mean? That's just the kind of person that he was. And I just think about all the people that shared their stories. I mean, I don't have a story. I have maybe a memory, you can call it. But just hearing everybody else's story, some of this stuff, this is the first time I'm seeing some of these clips and everything. And it's just, you know, you just get brought right back to who that man was. And I just want to send my condolences, you know, to his wife, to his family. And yeah, man, he was a great person. But I remember the first time I ever saw Pest, I was like, this guy can't be real. There's no way. There's no way he can be that animated all the time. And the funny thing is, I don't know if it was one of the entertainers' streams or if it was one of your streams. I was in the chat section, and he had mentioned something about New Jersey, right? And every time I hear about somebody being or saying they're from New Jersey, I always want to know where. Like, where are you from? And I remember he was quick. He said, you know, this Dash guy in the chat, because this is before I even knew him, this Dash guy in the chat has asked me where I'm from. I went to Plainfield. And I was like, wow, that was our rivals, my rival high school. And so I asked him, you know, what year did you play? And he was like, you know, I played in '98. I was like, that's my freshman year. I said, we probably played against each other and didn't even know it. And it's just funny. And he was like, you know what? I know you guys and I hate you guys. And, like, and I just was like, oh, that's the first time, you know, he hates the high school I went to. But yeah, that was him, man. And he always had a way of getting you to do things. even if you didn't feel comfortable. And I remember like when him and Rob, do their shows on Wednesdays, I would jump in and then Rob would always be like, get on camera. And I'm like, I'm frying chicken right now. I'm frying chicken. I'm cooking. And you're always cooking. What are you cooking? And I'm like telling him the family recipe. Like, yeah, I'm cooking his deep fried chicken. And and he was like, let me see. And I'm like, I don't even have my camera. I turn my camera on. I'm showing him the pot of oil frying chicken, and it's just like it's peer pressure. I'm like, here I am, a grown man getting peer pressured by another grown man, and I'm just like,
he has that effect on people.
Yeah, and it's almost like if he says it, you have to do it, and that's just his personality, man. And unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to meet him. I haven't met anybody in person, actually, when we all think about it. And it just made me think about it, the next time I do get a chance to get back to New Jersey, even if it's not during football season, I need to reach out to a lot of you guys just to grab a beer or do something, anything like that, because you never know. You never know. I remember he had put out a tweet a week ago, like right before, and it was, I'm still standing, I'm still strong, and I retweeted that. And then, like Rob said too, I saw Thanksgiving gobble gobble bitches, and I'm sitting here like, you know what, this man is made of steel. And then you get that news, like Sarge said, and it's like a punch to the gut. And again, I didn't know him for that long, but I knew that he was like a real authentic person because his energy was always the same. It was always the same with everybody. At least every time I saw it, it was the same with everybody. And listening to all these stories, that man was authentic with everybody that he came across. I just wish I had a chance to meet him in person, man. And again, I hope that I can meet a lot of you guys in person too, man. And that's it, man. I wish I had a story, a deep story, or something like that.
You did. The recipe,
but,
the recipe was everything. That's
yeah.
And that chicken looked good.
Yeah, the chicken did look good. It looked good. But yeah, man. And like I said, I appreciate you guys for doing it too. I'm gonna let you guys know Hub. I think you said Hub was next, and Hub, has that connection with him too. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. But I'll be in the chat, I'm interacting with everybody that's in there. Make sure you guys share, get the likes up, keep on donating. And yeah, man, let's send this man out the right way. Like you said, let's send him home the right way. And it's a celebration. It's a celebration. And like Rob said, he would be smiling. He wouldn't want us down. That's something that I know with the short time that I know him. That's just was his energy. And he would call us all punks for crying. And and SOBs and all this other, he cussed like this. Well, I didn't know he was a Marine till Sarge said it too. So it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. But yeah, thank you fellas for letting me jump on and all that and share, my I guess, just my interactions with him. And I appreciate what you guys are doing for real. And Rob, shout out to you, Rob. Rob, my condolences to you too, because I didn't know that till you said it, that your pops passed. My pops also passed of cancer, and we like I said, we share this connection. We hope that we didn't have to share this connection, but yeah, man. So whenever if you guys need anything, man, if you guys want to talk, hit me up, man. Let me know. I'm not too far from the phone. All right, man. Rob, you got my number anyway, man. So it is what it is. You guys have a good night, though.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Dash.
Oh man, let's keep the good times rolling, man.
If Dash ever,
I'm gonna need eye drops to rehydrate my eyes after tonight.
Crazy.
Dash better hit us up if he comes to a bar near here or something. Or we'll put a bar night together if Dash comes.
What he said is true.
I think we need to do an honorary bar night.
Yeah,
in Hub's name. Maybe when the season ends, we'll figure out something.
That's a good idea.
Maybe once a year.
I think
maybe once a year we do.
We got to do it once a year. We'll call it Pest Day.
Definitely gonna have to make it up there for a game or for something.
We gotta do something maybe at the end of the season for Pest.
Annual Pest night. I like it.
Yes,
I like it. I like it for Pest, man. We got the Hub up next, right?
Let's bring Hub up.
I'm glad Hub is here because we got a clip later, but we'll let the man speak first. Give it up for the Hub.
Hold on. First, let me say this. This is the original one of the we got 2/3 right here of the original New York Giants therapy session. May Pest rest, man, and he was part of the co-host as well. But man, we do appreciate you, brother. Bittersweet, man, bittersweet. And just looking at you, I already start thinking of Pest. Get a little emotional, brother. What's going on, man? How's everything?
First off, I want to say I really got to thank you guys for the little tribute stream you putting together. When I got the news a couple nights ago, I had a feeling something like this was gonna come. When I spoke to Rob, I think it was just yesterday or maybe the day before. I even brought up the idea of this, and I was like, I have a feeling somebody's gonna do some, and I love the way that everybody's been going about it. Sharing the good memories. Trying to just remember the best of them. But I can't lie, guys. I might bring down the mood a bit because my heart is beating so much right now. Because Pest he was a real brother to me, man. I've known Pest for like 3 years now. I want to say, obviously, like everybody else, we met through the Giants. We met through Giants YouTube. Um, I was lucky enough to have the chance to meet him in person several times. The first time we met in person, I think, was the first Giants Fan Fest, and it's crazy. I was thinking about it today. I'm sorry, guys. I was thinking about it today when I was thinking about just Pest, and I'm like, he was actually the very first guy I met off of Giants YouTube, and I was like, I didn't realize that. I was like, wait a minute, because I've met so many people through this wonderful community. But I was thinking back, I was like, oh shit, it was because I was texting Pest all day because he came up that year with Authentic, and we were keeping in contact through text. I was like, yo, I'm about to see you in the parking lot. I can't believe it. I didn't have a car at the time, so like I took a bus out to MetLife and we met in the parking lot. And I told Vibes this when he called me, just because one of the most striking memories I always have of Pest is my first time meeting him in person. And literally we met up, we chilled, we had a beer, and then at one point during Fan Fest, he pulls me aside. He's like, yo, Kush, let's take a walk. We take a walk, just me and him, to an empty parking lot while Fan Fest is going on. We rolled a spliff and we smoked it out like two people that's known each other forever. And like that right there, after knowing him at that point, I knew him for a whole year through YouTube. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm gonna be long-winded, but I gotta speak
Take your time.
on somebody that I had a real connection with. Like at that point, I known him for a year to YouTube, and somehow, some way, and Rob knows this, he became, along with Rob simultaneously, the guy that I just did things the most with on YouTube, second only to KB, who's my official co-host on my podcast. Because somehow, some way, we went from just talking about the Giants to occasionally I brought him on as a guest to then me going on him and Rob's show, him and Rob coming on my show. It became a weekly thing. We were literally weekly connected through our two podcasts, which was just an excuse for us to honestly hang out and talk about the Giants sometimes, because a lot of the time we're just goofing around on there, having a good time. There's so many inside jokes that were born from it. Like, Rob, I don't know if you remember this. One time there's a serious debate going on, and me and Pest are bored out of our mind. We see each other through the camera, but it's like there's not a camera there. It's like we look each other in the face. I pull up because I have a prop sword, a prop katana. I just pull it up, and he gets the message. He goes out of nowhere and finds this gigantic anime sword that I'm sure he's still in his man cave, and he pulls it up, and we have like a virtual fight through the screen because we're so bored with what's going on, and it becomes an inside joke. Like every now and then I'd pull it up, and Pest has it right there. It's like in his basement, like this gigantic thing. There's other times where we're bored and we just start doing stuff. Like one time I got up and I started trying on all my jerseys, and Pest got up and he went and he got his jersey. Like there was just that connection we had formed at one point where it's like, yo, we just gonna do something right now. And I know you're gonna see what it is, and we're gonna go ahead and do it. And like I said, we built that bond even before we met in person. And I was like, I knew this guy. He was just more than a quote unquote colleague through YouTube. Because at that point we also exchanged numbers. We were chatting. This is one that hit Twitter, like an inside joke from us that hit Twitter. I don't know if you guys remember the dap me up meme. Me and Pest would communicate through that alone. It's like a picture of this yellow emoji saying dap me up, and then another yellow emoji saying my guy. And every time I sent it to Pest, he would just respond cussing me out. He's like, I'm not dapping you up, Kush. Stop sending me that stupid picture. And then after, like, I just keep sending it. He's like, all right, fine. And I'm like, I know you got the picture in your camera roll. You're gonna send it back to me. And like, even literally going back to a couple months ago, he randomly tweeted at me. He was just like at the hub, and he tweeted, "Dap me up." And I was like, yo, it's like we still have that going. But like I said, man, that was just the first time I met him in person too. I think I was we were lucky enough to meet each other in person 3 or 4 times. Most of them were at Fan Fest. One of them was at a game. One of them, unfortunately, was at that horrible Commanders Giants games where Joe Judge called the QB sneak. And that was the first time I also met his wife Desiree in person. And like I said, I could go through my text messages right now. We already at that point we were locked in. We've chatted so much about things. Pest actually helped me out in terms of career advice, because what he ended up doing after his like active duty days was very similar to the field that I'm doing. I studied computer science, and he gave me tons of advice in terms of IT and computer science stuff, because we just had that similar background. At one point, he was like, "Yo, you should come down to Washington and work for me." I'm like, "I'll see." Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, that's something, you know, you said as a joke, but like, you just know he didn't mean it as a joke. He meant it very seriously. You know, we at 1 year we exchanged. I mailed cookies to him for Christmas, and you know, I mailed cake to him to Christmas. I'm sorry, and then Desiree, she was supposed to mail back cookies, but I think something with their heater went out, or something with heat went out, so they couldn't use the stove, and that was kind of a tough. It was a short period of time, but they were left in the cold for Christmas. I was like, "There's no way, bro." Like, I thought he was making it up. I'm like, "You making this up to not send me back the Christmas goodies? Like, I sent you Christmas goodies, bro. Like, stop it." But not like they actually, like, something went wrong. But like, that's how. I'm not gonna come on here and say we were like, "Oh yeah, I was the closest with Pest," but no, that's how close we were. We definitely had a bond outside this Giants thing, man. And he was that guy, man. He was like just adding on to what everybody said. I could text him at any time, he'd respond. He would randomly call me, because as you guys know, I basically took like a whole year hiatus from YouTube. I wanted to focus on graduate college and whatnot. And Pest still, you know, he called me to check up on me. I'd call him back every now and then. There was always that love there. Like, we didn't need to be on YouTube together to be talking with each other, because at that point we were just real life friends. We were real life brothers. You know, he always felt like an older brother to me whenever I interacted with him. And I would like to think that I was like a younger brother to him, man, because there was just that type of connection. I love him so much. I know that he's most definitely in a better place right now. I know he's cussing me out for being mushy and sad, and for my heart beating so hard right now.
Cursing us all out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
But Hub, what you're saying is he had a way. He probably did it effortlessly, but just the way he made every person feel connected with him is just him. That's just that wasn't like a mission he was on. He just did that naturally. That's just the dude that he is.
And
so what you're
I'm
feeling
so
about-
happy that I found somebody like him on YouTube, because like I said, we connected on so many things, and at the end of the day, for me and him, it was two goofballs being goofballs. Like Ash just put in the chat, I don't know how many people recognize that song. Can I? That was a song where it's another meme of this dude that looks exactly like Pest, and he's singing this song. I don't know if I could say it on stream, but you guys gotta let me know before I say it, because it's not too family friendly. And Pest brought into the joke, because Pest would have, just like the other meme I brought up, he hated it at first, but then he bought into it, and he would randomly say it on stream with me too. But the guy looks exactly like Pest, and the song he's singing is "Can I put my balls in your jaw?" And I would sing that. I would just sing the "Can I" part, and Pest would look at me. Sometimes he'd go on the rant, and then sometimes he'd finish the song. You know what I mean? It was two goofballs being goofballs. You know what I mean? But
I agree.
I love him so much.
He was the
man.
biggest goofball.
Yeah, there's many other memories I could bring up, but those are the ones, off the top of my head. And like I said, that's just the ones that that are in public. Obviously, there's a lot more that we had with each other behind the scenes as well.
You know what?
Let me say this too, Pest. Pest. Yes, this is honor you.
Amen to
Let me
that.
say this, man, because I didn't know or didn't interact with Pest until after I met you. Obviously, I think you were the second show that I've done at the time, and then He introduced me to Pest, and then next minute Pest was like, "I'm doing a Christmas Eve show. You know, can you be part of it?" And it was me, you, Ash, and another fellow, and that's when I met his wife, Desiree, aka the Korean. The Korean,
Yeah.
as he
That's how
always
I was
called her.
introduced to her.
He called her that
And I'm like,
for
man,
so
dude,
long.
you really call your wife the Korean? He was like, yeah, she's
Oh,
Korean.
we can't
I was like,
forget
okay.
one thing though, Eli. You forgot the last member of the family, Eli, which I will take credit for. I'm so lucky I got to give it the nickname Otis the Goat.
Yes.
That was me,
Yes.
Otis the Goat.
Really? That was
Notice
you?
the goat.
Yeah, I was the one that gave him that
Something new.
nickname.
Didn't know. But I'll tell you this, man, because in honor of you and in honor of Pest as well, I found a clip, man. And this wasn't your best moment because Nate was also there too. But I figure in honor of Pest, we bring up that New Year's, that Christmas Eve, I think it was Christmas Eve, show here. And let's have some fun, man. You got this here, Hef?
Yeah, I do. And Ashton was on this stream too, and he was
Ash
cracking
was
up
on there
at
too.
your
It's a lot of people.
story. So I know he's watching this. So you got a bunch of people on this one. This is a good clip. Watch this.
Refresh, just refresh your page,
Oh,
bro.
she's
Refresh
close,
the
but
page.
barely.
Okay, look at this. Slide your Hot Wheels down there.
Bro! Hey yo! You see this? You don't see this? This is why we can't have nice things on Christmas. You don't see this?
Yo, they picked the one tweet, bro. The
Bro!
one tweet. Why
I
don't you
can't
go
have that
down
on my
all
goddamn.
likes? Why don't you go down all my likes, bro? They picked the one tweet. Literally go down all my likes. That's the only one, bro. That's the only one.
Hey, it's been fun. It's been fun having a YouTube channel, man. I appreciate all y'all for coming and subscribing. I'm sorry that I've been silent, but this is the last night, y'all. It's the last night.
Yo, is Ron
It's
Tastic?
a wrap.
Yo.
I just want to say, all of those inside jokes between me and Pest, we made up Photoshops for stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? Like we had the Photoshop prepared and to make the stream more lively. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, man. That was absolutely amazing.
Man,
I figured I
that
had
was
some
a crazy
fun.
face for me on Twitter, man. And he made it at one point I just started doing it because I'm like, I want to see his reaction to it.
Yes,
you know what I
that's
mean?
what it was. That was exactly what it was. He said, slide your Hot Wheels down that thing. Hilarious, man. But Hub, I want to thank you so much, brother. As soon as we got the news, the only thing I can think of was give you a call and just tell you how much I love you and appreciate you, brother. And even though we don't talk every day, brother, those feelings will never waver. You are a brother of mine, and you continue to be. And thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate you.
It's the same way, vibes, and for everybody on here, Rob, you too, Hefe, Glass, the family that we've formed on here. Like I said, I looked at it as really as extended family. And then with the guys that obviously that I've known a bit longer, it's like I feel like we do have another bond where it's like I don't need to contact you guys all the time. You guys don't need to contact me all the time either for us to still know that what we got is there. And you guys brought up the barn night thing. But I brought it up with both you and Rob actually when I spoke to you guys on the phone. I was like, yo, he would want us to pour one out to him. And
oh yeah.
And we're right in the city, vibes. We're definitely gonna, just talk and probably meet up at some point just for that particular reason. But if something bigger happens, like you said, some type of night as well, that would be amazing.
We need an annual Pest night. I think
we're gonna do it. We're gonna put it together.
We're gonna do it. Trust me. We put this together. I think we could put something together for everybody to come through for sure.
Oh yeah.
So definitely hope you guys can make it there. I'll catch you, brother. Appreciate you. Love you, brother.
The best, Hub.
Love you guys, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Love you, man.
Woo! How we holding up, guys?
We're doing good. We're getting through. We're getting through.
It's getting pretty damp. I might need a
I'm
new
with
one.
Rob here, man. I told you. I told my brother today via Twitter because I'm gonna talk to him still because I feel he's still around right now at this particular moment. I'm gonna put on my game face. This is my strongest game face I could possibly put on. It's elite level right now. So I do have some stories to share. Also want to get through the rest of the guys that are on here that want to say their piece, and then of course we say ours, and we start getting through this, some super chats, and we'll go from there. So, who we got next? We got Chris Peace.
Yes, sir.
Chris. Yes, we do.
Former fan of the month, kind of a big deal.
Absolutely.
He better be in a bar with a beer, because he was always in a bar with a beer whenever he came on our show. So Chris, if you're not in, gosh darn it. But he's
Let's
got.
go.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
I have a little bit of Giants gear on.
Speaking of, I need a new one, so I'll be right back.
Yeah. Get out of here. Go.
Come on, brother.
Chris, how we
Bring it
doing,
on.
my man? We miss you. How you doing? Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. It's one of those things that when everything started this evening, I saw LPG come on and donate a few things, and Smooth came on and donated a couple of things. I figured I can do something. So I have Julian Love.
Let's go.
Nice.
Signed.
Let's go. Let's go.
Authenticated.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Let's go.
Donate.
Chris P, shout out to you, man. We would definitely
Chris.
auction that off to raise some money to give Pest Wife some help during this difficult times. This would be great. So thank you, Chris, so much, man. We'll definitely keep in touch and try to auction that off to the people. Thank you so much.
I tried to talk to Pest a month ago about, a month and a half ago about, all the upcoming season and going to the games, and it's like, yeah. Then it came to, well, I'm in the hospital, and we had a couple text conversations back and forth, and pretty much from there, we all kind of know what happened. But I just go back to the first time I met him at it was after the Dave Gettleman Bowl, and just happy. We it was the Talking Giants guys were at the Candlewick Diner, and kind of walk in, kind of behind everybody else. Everyone's kind of sitting down, and Justin says, "Hey, come over, sit over here." And it's a table, 4 top, 2 people sitting there. Me and my now wife sit down, and like, hey, this is Pest, and this is my wife, the Korean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how that was my introduction to Pest. And from there, he kind of, just talking there, we talked about Giants Twitter, and I've had Twitter at that point in time. I had Twitter for almost, since Twitter started, but I never actually used it. And he pretty much got me into Giants Twitter, and then wasn't that much longer later, I met Rob on Twitter and YouTube, and found you guys and Authentic and a bunch of other people, and I'd say my Twitter life and Giants life, and learning more about football than I ever thought I'd even think about knowing, that's pretty much all due to him. So I'll raise my glass.
You did that, man. Yeah.
Raise my glass
man.
to Pest.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers,
All
man.
with Pest.
Cheers to that. Well said, man.
Chris,
man.
he did that. He did that to people. He brought everybody together one way or another. Brings everybody in. Everybody in. Doesn't matter who you are, how long he's known you. It's just, he had that way about him, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But anyway, I want to say thank you. I don't want to take up too much time. I know there's probably still a lot of people who want to come in and say hi. But again, Julian Love, signed.
Julian Love, man.
Awesome.
The top super chat, get the top picks from anybody today. That's a good one too.
We got
Chris
a bunch
Priest.
out there, man.
I appreciate you. Thank you so
Chris,
much, brother. Thank you.
You're the
I
best, my
appreciate it.
man.
You're the best, brother.
Peace
God
out.
bless. Love you, brother.
Enjoy.
Thank you so much,
Love you,
Chris.
I want to also get to the Miz, man. That's in here as well. Have him say
Yep.
some
We'll
piece,
bring
and
the
then
Miz. And for the Revival Beards, feel free to jump back in StreamYard if you're still hanging out. Feel free to jump back. And after Miz, we'll bring Hub back on and the Beards on. And we'll move towards closing this out. But let's get the Miz on here.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Miz, what's going
What's
on,
up,
brother?
my
How's
man? Thanks
everything,
for
man?
coming on.
Thanks for coming
What's
on,
up,
brother.
brothers? How you doing? I know I'm not one of the guys that's always hopping on here. I know that in the YouTube world, we have a bunch of little cliques within the Giants world. But, man, when I heard this news, it bothered me in a quiet way. But because I'll be honest, we haven't spoken lately. I did not know this man was sick, and that's what bothered me. But, let me tell you real quick. The first time we met, we bumped heads, Pest and I. That probably doesn't surprise a lot of people since my character's a little aggressive, and that's how I am. But I never mean harm or mean to anybody. I got to meet this guy, Pest, at Fan Fest 2 summers ago. We stared at each other from across the parking lot, and we made our way towards each other. The man gave me a hug. We had a deep conversation for about 40 minutes. Find out he's a Marine. He finds out I have a hard time with my brother who's been battling addiction, living in the streets of Manhattan. And I'm still battling, trying to save my younger brother. Well, he sat there, gave me deep conversation for like 35 minutes and reassured that I was right. A lot of my side of the family has turned away from it, but I have never given up. And he said, no matter what you do, never give up and always love your brother. And this conversation was deep from a man that when I first met, we did not really get along, but little by little, we kind of understood each other. So I'll never forget that conversation. That conversation meant the world to me. And I feel really horrible that this is how I'm coming on with you guys. And
oh man,
it's upsetting because a young good guy, Marine. And what I realized out of that conversation from Pest, I walked away with a lot of respect for him because he comes off as a real guy, he's just real, and that's my word for him. I didn't know him that well. I don't claim to be as close to him as all you guys were, but I did have that 40-minute moment and got to know a lot about his personality in those 40 minutes. And I think he got to know a lot about me. And we walked away. I would say we walked away, as friendly as you could be with someone who you're not so close with on a daily basis. And I had to jump on here when I saw you guys tonight. I'm happy that you guys are doing this. Tell me where I could dedicate something towards, the family, his family.
Absolutely, man.
And I don't want to take up a lot of time because I know I'm not one of the closest guys like you guys, Hub, and some other people, Ash.
Nah, it's for you, brother. Go off.
But I know everybody. I might have had a little difference here and there. I think sometimes it was a miscommunication, but I have love for everyone. I follow everybody. A lot of times I follow you guys quietly. But again, I had to come on and pay my respect to Pest. And that's what I'm doing. I just got to do the right thing, man. I'm still surprised, to be honest, kind of shocked, So
we all are, brother.
I appreciate you guys doing this. You guys are doing a great thing, obviously, you know that, and appreciate that we have this Giants community that's formed over the years, and it's fun watching everybody's take and videos. And, I'm going to take this platform real quick to say that if I've ever rubbed anyone wrong out there, I apologize. You just got to get to know me as a person. I'm just a passionate guy, so.
Miz, thank you so much, brother.
Miz,
very well said, brother. We appreciate you, brother. We'll definitely catch you on the next one. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
If that's not a perfect Pest story to spend not only 40 minutes like you were at an event, and you spent 40 minutes of your time just to connect with somebody is just
Yeah.
shows how
Crazy to me.
big his heart was, man.
That's just the type of guy he was. Like, you could have just met him and he'd make you feel like you've known him for years. You know, like talk with you. You know, the biggest thing for everybody to take away is almost everybody that's come up here, pretty much every single person said that Pest was always available. He was always available
Always.
for everybody. He was there for me, during some difficult times. Hell, I was in a space with him and you guys going through probably one of the more difficult times of my life, and he was there and he would always check and ask me, do you need anything, whatnot. It was, he was always there for me, always giving me advice. I remember, when Tim from, New York Giant Straight Talk, he asked me to just, do a show with him on like Sundays. I went up to the Pest and I said, hey, and I was so worried and I didn't want to like leave him. I was like, no, I still want to do. He's like, why do you care about me? He's like, it was always about you. He said, it was always about you. He's like, don't worry about me. We're good. And it was almost kind of like, like your dad giving you like the okay to like,
Yeah.
oh, you know what I'm saying? It was, he never took anything. He always cared about everybody else. He always cared
Rob,
about how everybody else felt.
When I was clipping up some of the stuff that we're going back through, he said the same thing on one of our shows. Like, it's about Rob, man. He shouted you out so hard. I was just like, this guy, most selfless fucking person, most selfless person that I met, man. Always about other people, and that's what made him special, man. But
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off.
No, he always told me that too. He said, Rob, you're the show. He's like, I'm just here. He cared so much about me. He gave me so much countless advice on, he's like, you got it. You just got to stick to it. You just got to do it. He was great, man. It was great.
It was
special.
Let
Dude.
me share a story really quick, and we'll move towards wrapping up. Pretty much how I met Pest, I should say, was through the hub. You guys know that part of it, but I remember I called him probably a year ago. Literally on a Monday, 5 o'clock in the morning. I usually get up around 3 o'clock to start my day to go to work. So when you get up that early, you don't really have concept of time, right? So you just go, if I'm up, they're up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I remember I called him 5 in the morning and bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Yo, Vibes, what up? And I'm like, yo, it just hit me that it is 5 in the morning. What the hell are you doing up? He's like, what the hell are you calling me for? And let me tell you, and the response I gave him was literally, you know what? I've been talking to you and knowing you for all this time, and I feel like I haven't gotten to know you just yet. I want to get to know who you are, what the person is. And it's funny how everyone's on it has, they had the same story about Pest. I guess you could say I am a good judge of character, because for me to take time out to actually try to get to know a person that we didn't really know each other only through Twitter, every Monday morning we will call and just shoot the shit for 40 minutes, 30 minutes, hour. And I remember I was going through something. I didn't know if I wanted to do this. These guys don't know on New York Revival here. And I think we launched it before we made it officially to what it was. I was like, you know what, Pest, I don't know if this is for me. I don't think I could dedicate my time to give these guys their dreams they're looking for. And this guy, in the fashion that he can be, was like, yo, E, if you don't know this is your time to help people or to help yourself, then I don't know what to tell you. I think it's stupid for you to leave this community. You need it. Your brothers need you. And if these are your brothers, I don't think they want you to abandon them. And you want to talk about a swift kick of reality of a guy whose persona is vibes to glue people together. I'm looking towards him. for that approval. And I can tell you, once I found out that he had cancer, the roles reversed. He looked for me to give him that solace. Because when I spoke to his wife, the message that she left for me was out of this world. I know you hear me, Pest. And I said this every time I called him. I said, I love you, brother. Even to the day you got excavated. And your wife didn't even know the type of relationship we had at that point. But when you came out, and she said you wanted your phone, and you went through your missed calls, and you saw that I've called. You said, call him. She's like, who? Call him. She said he wanted me to call you, the first person. Because he needed me, just like I needed him. I love you, brother. You're in a much better place. And the fact that I got to know who you were for the entire year, just trying to know you, you gave me more within that, in that short time frame than I can imagine from an individual. I love you, brother. Rest. Because you did enough work here on this earth. And God said enough. Because you see how many people came in to show you love. You've done your job. You've done your job. We just have a little more to go. May you rest, brother. May you rest.
Well said, E. Well said, my man. It's touched our lives in so many ways, and you know, some more than others. And Eli, you had a special relationship with him, man, and Rob, you did too. And it's just we all had our special relationships and time with him. And damn it, if he was taken too soon, but he left an impression on every single one of us, every single one, man. And we'll never trade that in for anything. But man, we appreciate everybody for the night, man. Yeah, take your time, man. Take your time.
You wonder, like, you wonder why him.
The job was done. I asked that question. God puts us on here for a job well done. We all here for a limited time. That's how you make it. This guy gave away everything, put his heart on his sleeve for people. His job was done. He did what he had to do to impact this world, or to impact this community, serve this country, impact everyone after the fact. What more can you ask for? The job is done. He left a legacy. We miss you. We love you. This is for you. We will honor you from here on in. No ifs, ands, or buts. I know you call me the biggest punk right now, but guess what? You already know. You already know. That's how we do, man. And this is for you, brother. We will continue to honor you every way we can.
And for
guys, I think this is the closing of the show. I just want to thank everyone who donated tonight.
Yep.
There's no amount too small. So we do appreciate you. The top super chat, of course, get the pick of what everyone donated tonight. We will DM you after we go through everything. And we'll go from there. But every ounce of this proceeds will go to Pest's widow, his wife, Desiree. We love you. Even though we lost a brother, we gained a sister, even though you're a Dallas fan. But we honestly love you, sis, and you already know. Uh, the funny thing is, when I did speak to her for the time we had, and I told her every Monday was our call, and she said he looked forward to it. And the quick answer she gave me was, "I'll look forward to that too." So thank you. I'll call you Monday.
Amazing, man.
And on that note, please call that person you haven't spoke to in a while. Whatever grudge you may have with a person, life's too short to hold on to it. And don't let it be just for now how you do it, because there's going to be some more people that upset you. But let it roll off your sleeve for the rest of your days. Enough stress. I love everyone here as a community. Everyone who reached out to all of us. I do appreciate you. How can you donate? Just keep it on coming in. We'll do a cash app. We'll do whatever. Just keep on coming in. We'll
We'll
make
get
sure she gets every dime.
we'll get it to him.
We'll get it to her. And thank you guys as we wear our heart on our sleeves. And we love you guys. You have a good night.
Eli, if you don't mind, I just want to bring the family back on real quick.
I don't mind, brother.
We love you. I'm just going to bring everybody back on. I just want to say one more thing. If anybody wants to say anything as we wrap up, go ahead. But I know Pest would have loved to see all of us together just like this. We didn't think about this, bar night to honor Pest or anything like that. But like, it's crystal clear tonight that he brought everyone together. He had a way of connecting everybody. So I think that's the best way to honor him is have a night, every year. That's the Pest night that everyone gets together. You meet people from the community that you haven't had a chance to. And moving forward, you could see how he supported everybody individually. He didn't look for a pat on the back. He just did it because that's who he was. So I like to think that we all got somebody in our corner now, up above, looking out for us. So,
yeah, I personally want to say, thank you to everybody who came through tonight, who donated. For somebody like myself, gone through a good portion of my life with not really having many friends, it was amazing to have so many people reach out to me and to think of me. And I'm not trying to make it about me, but to think of me and that I met through this community, through the Giants. I've never met any of you guys in person ever. So for you guys to think of me, to reach out to me, and for me to think of you, and I've called and reached out to some of you personally when I found out the news, that's a strong bond. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot, Mason, because Pest would say it. If I will give you my number, you reach out to me. If you need anything, you need to talk, because that's Pest would stop everything that he was talking about and address that. So I want to say that. And I'd like everybody that loves Pest, when you think about him, and I don't know, I'm sure Eli, he said it to Eli because he said it to me all the time, because I would tell him I love him all the time. His famous words to me was, "I love you back." So just think about him every time. He would say, "I love you back." So we love him. Pest, we love you, and we know you love us back.
Oh yeah, man.
He won't be forgotten because we won't let him be forgotten. Man, he had an impact on everybody. And like, you say, why him? Well, like, look at the example he was, man. It just makes you think about maybe like, who doesn't want to be a better person after these stories tonight, And that's the guy he was. So I know everybody loved him. Whether you met him in person or not, you knew him, whether you met him in person or not. And that's the one thing about our family, our community, that's super strong, is what every single person is about. And I think if nothing else, this brings the family even closer together. So anybody got anything else?
The only thing I really got to add is to the proceeds with the auction thing that you guys going on, which I think is great. I've had this with me for almost a year now. I tried to do my own giveaway with it, but it didn't work out. And I guess I can't think of a perfect way to finally kind of give back somehow. It's Lawrence Taylor autograph jersey.
Oh shit!
Definitely want to add this in there.
Wow.
You got
That's cool.
got the certification right there. You guys just let me know how I get this to wherever it needs to go and whatnot. Like I
Make it
said,
happen.
I've had it with me for a while. You know, I'm a believer in everything happens for a reason. Like it's literally been sitting in my room. Because like I said, the first time I tried to do a giveaway with it, like it just things never fell in place, and I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to have it go somewhere.
It's awesome.
Thank you, Hub, man.
Hub, appreciate that, man. It's awesome. Awesome.
That fucked me up, brother. I appreciate you on that.
He loved him. He loved himself some LT. He did
Who
love
did it?
himself some LT.
Who did it, man? It's great.
So you guys have it. The top, of course, super chat gets to pick whatever is being auctioned off or tonight that's being given away, and of course we'll reach out to you guys at the end of the show once we get all the tallies together, and then we'll let the person know who's giving it away to send it to you guys. And don't forget, all the proceeds will go to Pest Wife. Please send some prayers to her right now. She's a super strong woman, I tell you. Super strong woman. You want to talk about the personality of Pest? She's the personality of Pest. She's awesome. So Desiree, we are here for you. Like I said, we gained the sister here. We love you. And you know, you got a lot of people supporting you. A lot of people supporting you here. But on behalf of everyone in this room, we want to thank you. Thank you. And rest in peace to our brother Pestilence, aka Pest. My brother, I'm sure we all gotta meet our maker one day. Lord willing, we say that we're old and gray, but just keep a seat warm. We'll see you, brother. God bless you all. Have a good night.
Love you, Pest.